Hey everybody, it's Jokervet here with a very unexpected and unplanned video. Pretty much just giving you guys a post-earthquake update on the collection room. Now, as you may have heard if you're in the United States, or, I'm not sure how widespread this news is, but the San Francisco Bay Area, just this past night, actually in a very early morning on the 24th of August, Sunday, at around 3 a.m., we had a 6.1 earthquake, and it was actually about 31 miles north of where I live. And but we still got tremors, and it woke me up and my family at 3 a.m. and it was actually a bit of a weird experience because it's the first time that I've actually felt an earthquake. As you guys know, I moved to California last June. So this is really the first time I actually had an earthquake that was actually you could feel it. Before there'd been tremors that really were so minor that you didn't really notice them. But so yeah, 6.1. This was actually a bit of a more major earthquake. Still nothing super terrible because but I believe it's probably the biggest that. I believe what the news says the biggest that they've had in around like 15 years or so. So anyway, yeah, so naturally, earthquake did make some stuff fall over, which, if you follow collecting channels, then you might have seen Shartimus Prime posted a video of what his collection room looks like after the earthquake, and mine isn't near as bad as what happened to his, but thought might as well show what fell over and what didn't anyway. So definitely the shelf that got the worst of it up was this one up here, my Justice League Avengers shelf. And Green Lantern's the only one of the Justice League still left standing. And I think that's probably because the way I had the Justice League standing up, they're kind of like in a, I don't know, a boomerang shape. So they probably fell like dominoes when I'm guessing either Superman or Wonder Woman was the one that started it all, and then pretty much all the Guardians of the Galaxy figures fell over, and Thor, and Hawkeye, but yeah, so that shelf I think got the worst of it, but still not too terrible. Then here on my villain shelf, kind of interesting, just like a whole little section, a column of figures just fell in this one spot. Everywhere else it's fine, as you can see, but this one column just fell. And it was actually interesting because this LED light that I don't even really use these for my displays because it's kind of a hassle to turn them all on. They're hand activated, but it actually fell from magnetically attached up there on the railing. So I guess the quake was enough to shake it loose, but that's the only LED that did that. So that's the villain shelf. The X-Men, a few fell over here on this side. Actually, more than a few, but it's unfortunate. But because that's my, as you know, this is probably my personal favorite display on this entire rack or set of shelves. So pretty much this entire side of the X-Men fell over, including Jubilee over there. And actually she had one of her firework effects fell all the way down here to the Batman the Animated Series shelf. So that's the X-Men. Nobody really fell here on the NECA and other movie figures shelf. I think maybe Jack Sparrow, he's the only one. But besides that, a few of these figures were already toppled over. So nothing bad. Too bad there. Then here on the bottom shelf, which is kind of like my miscellaneous superhero shelf, there's a few figures toppled over there. And then here on the very bottom of the floor is poor Mr. Cobblepot from the Batman Unlimited line. And his umbrella broke off, so that's no fun, but guess I'll have to find that. Sorry if the video looks really dark. It seems like it's really dark. So, I don't know what that did, but anyway. So, anyway, here's also my Arkham DC Collectibles Arkham Joker fell off from the top of the bookcase. And really, the bookcase is something that I'm most concerned about when it comes to earthquakes, because, you know, if this thing fell over, it could be really devastating to, you know, a lot of things. You know, it just, you know, there's not a whole lot on the ground in front of it besides Godzilla at the moment. But, you know, if it did fall over, well, one, it would probably bust the whole thing, and all the graphic novels would be scattered everywhere, and then it would make such a thump on the ground that probably all the figures are going to fall over. But yeah, so actually, besides the 6-inch figures, pretty much every other shelf didn't really have anything fall over, luckily enough. As you can see, the Star Wars shelf is intact. My OT shelf, it's, you know, nobody really fell over, except for I think one Tusken Raider in the back there. And Lord of the Rings shelf, nobody fell over. And Batman, nobody fell over. Well, looks like Alfred fell over, but that's it. And here, Dutch from Predator, he fell over, but that's the only one of the NECA diorama. And I imagine that when the earthquake hit, these fighters were kind of swinging and swaying in the wind, as it were. So, but their hooks kept them in place. So luckily those didn't fall out of the sky. And my desk is fine. The mess that you see on my desk is completely self-induced. So yeah. So and then there's the Millennium Falcon. That's fine. So. Yeah, so pretty much, you know, the earthquake, you know, I'm very fortunate, you know, no structural damage, no personal harm, just a few toppled over action figures, that's it. So, yeah, so I just thought I'd do that quick little video, and yeah, it's going to be a little bit annoying to set all these figures back up again, and I might not get around to doing it for a couple days, because, you know, tomorrow school starts up again, so, you know, I'm doing some final preparations for that, so I'm going to be a bit busy, and who knows, with school starting back again, I'm probably not going to be able to post as many videos as I have these past couple weeks, but don't worry, I'm not going to go into inactivity again. So yeah, that's that little look at, the post-earthquake collection room, so not too bad. So, I guess that's the power of good posing. Figures don't fall over in an earthquake. So, thank you guys for watching as always. It's JokerFett, signing out.